I'll begin with the basics. What is the rule of law? It is the principle that all people and institutions are subject to and accountable to law that is fairly applied and enforced. It is the principle of government by law. The earliest examples we have of the rule of law can be traced to ancient legal codes like the Code of Ur-Nammu, which was 2100 BC, and the Code of Hammurabi, which was about 1750 BC, which established the principle that a government should be subject to a set of laws. The idea is that law is supreme, and a ruler who does not uphold it can be deposed. The phrase rule of law came into use first recorded about 500 years ago. Thomas Paine, in his 1776 revolutionary pamphlet, Common Sense, wrote that as in absolute governments the king is law, so in free countries the law ought to be king. And John Adams, also writing that same year, put the same sentiment in more conservative terms familiar to us today. The true idea of a republic is an empire of laws and not of men. By the time Marbury versus Madison was decided in 1803, Chief Justice John Marshall considered this American conventional wisdom. The government of the United States has been emphatically termed a government of laws and not of men. I'll begin. Now, what are the threats that we have today to the rule of law? There are many. I will comment at the end of my remarks in just a minute about one in particular, but several different areas, and I've just listed these in no particular order. Weaponizing the Justice Department to punish and harass political adversaries. Pardoning convicted drug lords, violent criminals, and fraudsters. Impounding congressionally appropriated funds at numerous federal agencies. Firing dozens of experienced federal prosecutors. Firing inspectors general, the independent watchdogs who investigate waste, fraud, abuse, and potential criminal activity in our government. Interfering with the military rules of engagement, and efforts to expand presidential authority and limit the oversight capacity of legislative bodies. I'll begin with criticizing lower court judges, including with name-calling, such as lunatic, rogue, radical left, or so-called judges. Describing lower court rulings as unlawful. Ignoring, defying, or circumventing judicial decisions. This weakens the separation of powers among the three branches. Threatening a judge with impeachment if he or she issues a decision you disagree with. And threats of violence against a particular judge or judges. So that's a brief summary of the rule of law, generally where it started, and in our opinion, how it's evidenced, how attacks on it are being made today. Thanks, Bruce.